Good day, pickleball players. Welcome back to another edition of Pickleball Pointers for the Intermediate Player. In the first edition, we discussed a lot on the serve, and we were focused on not being predictable. Today, we're going to go from the serve to the third shot. And if you are serving or your teammate's serving, then you're going to have the third shot. We think that the third shot is probably one of the most important shots of the point. Today we're lucky enough to be joined again by our buddy and resident expert Craig Southard. Let's take it out to the court and work on the third shot. All right, so here we are out on court 5 here at Northside Park, and we're going to work on the third shot. Craig's going to give us some idea as to the importance of the third shot and basically how to do the third shot. Well, Craig, why is the third shot so important, and how can we be effective with it?
Yeah, third shot is probably the most important shot of pickleball, but it's also the hardest shot in pickleball as well. And the third shot is basically, it gives the serving team a chance to get to the kitchen line. Because your opponents are already going to be at the kitchen line at that time, and we all know the game is won and lost whoever is up at the kitchen line. So the third shot is a soft volley, and it'll give you and your teammate a chance to get up to the kitchen or non-volley zone line.
So where would we want, if in a perfect shot on this third shot, where would it land? Where would it be?
Yeah, perfect. Well, the perfect way is a nice soft volley, clears the net and goes into your opponent's kitchen zone, and then that's when you and your teammate will both come up together.
So they would have to let that bounce if it landed in the kitchen. Right.
So, but let's say if you have a bad third shot and you hit the ball way too high, well, your opponents are just going to smack it down. So you really don't want to be up at the kitchen line if it's a bad third shot. Then it gives you a chance to do the fifth shot. So what that means, basically, if I hit a bad shot, I try to move up, and I know they're going to smack it down, well, I'm just going to stay back then and defend the shot, and then try it again, and then move up after that. So when you hit the third shot, Eddie, you want to get like a nice low to high action on your ball. You don't want to hit it like this, because if you do, you're going to hit a line drive shot right into the net. So you want a nice low to high. You want that ball to kind of lob right over the net. So when you're serving the ball, some people have a tendency to kind of move up when they hit the ball. But when the opponent hits the ball back, they want to get it deep on you. So it's going to mess up your rotation of hitting the third shot, because you want a nice follow through, and you want to use your momentum to kind of push the ball. And when you grip your paddle, you probably on a scale of 1 to 10 want to hold about like a 4 or a 5 grip on it. So you don't want it real tight, because if you hold it real tight, you're going to just smack the ball and it's going to go into net. It's not going to have a nice little floating arc to it. So when you hit the ball, when you serve, you do want to stay back, because it's a lot easier moving forward to get a ball than what it is coming back. But if you did serve the ball and you moved up and someone hits the shot deep, well, then you're hitting your third shot like this, and all your momentum's going this way and it's not going that way, and it's going to make that shot a lot more difficult. So right now we're going to show you a drill and show you the steps of a good third shot ball.
Great.
And in this drill, you'll have the person who's performing the third shot at the baseline, while the other person is at the opposite side on the kitchen line. And in this example, my opponent hits a deep shot, forcing my momentum backwards, which makes this a very difficult return for a third shot. Here's the same drill, but the person that's helping you out with your third shot, have them move over to the other side of the court. This will help you angle your third shot drop a little bit better, so you're not hitting a straight on shot and being predictable. As you can see during gameplay, the third shot buys some time to allow the serving team to approach the kitchen line.
I hope you pick something up of value out here. One thing I do want to point out as receiver of the serve, I didn't cut any slack sending the ball back, and Craig handled them rather well. Like he said earlier, it's the most difficult shot out here. So every one wasn't perfect that he sent over, but a high percentage was, and that's because he practices it a lot. But most of those balls were just a little bit over the net and in the kitchen, so I had to wait for them to hit, and I couldn't do as much with them as I would have liked to be able to do with them. So Craig did a good job on the third shot. Thank you, Craig. Please do join us again next week. We're going to be talking about dinking a little bit, the importance of dinking and how to dink, and that will too make you a better pickleball player. See ya.